Okay, so I think we have covered the first dot and last dot, right? We have covered till here. Start date and end date. Okay. Almost the logic for start date and end date is same only. The only difference is, yeah.
Can you please explain one more time, sir? Like this
Which one?
Raw EX. Why we are calling demographics EX? I did not understand that, sir.
Yeah, because that data, the data you require to create this variable, right?
Yes, sir.
RFS, DTC, start date and end date, that data is available in EX dataset.
Okay.
Now you can have a question, sir, how we got to know that this data is available in this data set. So even you can check in the spec. So RFSTDTC, this is the variable, right? 15th row. Let
Yes,
me
sir.
zoom it so you can see more clear if possible. Is my screen is clear to everyone? Like, okay. So can you see the logic here, Malti, to create this variable programming algorithm? See the this part, the part in yellow. Just read it.
Earliest date of EXA DTE concatenated with its corresponding time part for each subject.
So they are telling
EX.
that
Hmm.
earliest of EXADA DTE, okay, with its corresponding time part EXTIM, okay. So this EXDAT and EXTIM, this is available. You can see the dataset name here. Can you see here? The
EX, sir.
dataset name, yeah, they have given here as well. Okay, so from here you will clearly get to know which data you need to call. In which dataset these variables will be present. Is this was
Okay.
the only question or more questions for that? Mhm.
I don't think yesterday whole that one you have explained. I don't remember. So I just want confirmation from others.
Okay, you can just note down your questions, Malti. Like whenever you practice now, just note down. Let's suppose you get the issues in this dataset RA2. Just note down all the questions before the dataset name.
Okay. No, sir. I am telling like to concatenate date and time. I don't know whether this portion was explained or not. Yesterday video
Okay,
have not. Yes, sir. I just want
in
confirmation of this. I don't remember.
yesterday, actually, I have covered this, but in the video, it was not there. The video I have shared to you on the link is this part was not covered because yesterday I pinged you, right? Somehow our session recording was not, session didn't got recorded. I have shared you another recording link.
Okay, sir.
Have you checked that, Malti?
No, sir.
I think,
No.
let me confirm. See, I have pinged around 10:45. Hi all, today's session didn't got recorded. So I'll share you previous batch recording and then I have shared you a recording link. This was the
Okay.
message in the group.
Yes, sir. I have watched it, but okay, sir. I'll if it is there in that video, I'll check one more time. Like this one.
Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll cover it again, guys. Okay. So in the first recording, how many variables we have created?
Until until domain, sir. Until domain, we have done.
Okay. Then guys, we have created this RFIC. What is this RFIC, guys? Guys, it seems you guys are totally dependent upon the recordings.
Date and time of informed consent.
If you check in the spec, see, if you simply check this variable in the spec, date and time of informed consent. Okay. So then why we are converting into character? Because you can see the variable name contains C. So whenever the variable name contains C, it means it should be in character only. So that's why you are converting this variable into character. And this ISO 8601 format. So this ISO 8601 format is nothing but year, month, date, and hour, minute, seconds. You remember I have shown this in this session.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Year,
Yes,
month,
sir.
day, hour, minute,
Minutes,
seconds, millisecond.
milliseconds.
So yeah, that's why we have given ISO 8601 DT, and DT stands for D stands for date, T stands for time, because this format contains date and time both, right? And then dot. Why we give dot? By giving dot, you tell as this is a format. That's right. Same BRTH DTC, it is birth date. And guys, whenever you create this variable, understanding your variable is very important. Okay, that what is getting collected in this variable, why you are creating this variable. So this is the date of informed consent when patient have signed. This is birth date, patient birth date. Ethnic. For ethnic, what we are doing?
It is the same
What?
thing, sir. So we are converting into uppercase.
Yeah, set to ethnic in uppercase. So you are simply converting into uppercase. Then race. Then race. Here it is.
Yes, sir. If
What
it
is
is
the logic? Yeah, if race is multiple, a person can have multiple race. Okay. Let's suppose his parents are like from different countries. One is Spanish. How many types of races are there? Common races are there? You should check this. See how many types of what are types of races? American Indian or Alaskan Native, Asian, Black or African American, Hispano, Latino. Okay. And again, it is not necessary that you should know which are the races, but yeah, these are the different type of races. You can see in the pic, some people are black, white. On the basis of color, also some races are there. I think you can see black or African American. Okay. So if someone is having multiple race, let's suppose her mother is from different country. She is Asian, but her father is black or African American. So multiple race, right? If a patient is having multiple race value, you are giving if index, if find in the race variable, and we are assuming if multiple race values are there, so that will be separated by forward slash in your data. So if multiple race value is there, then race equal to multiple, else race equal to uppercase race. Else you have to keep the existing race value with uppercase. As you can see here, race equal to multiple, else uppercase of the race. Then if sex is equal to male, then sex is equal to M. If sex is equal to female, then sex is equal to F. Again, here it was given for sex. If sex is equal to male, then sex is equal to M. If sex is equal to female, then sex is equal to F. So these part were very simple, I feel, most probably. Yes, Rohit.
Sir, index function is used to find the position number. Then how it will know that forward slash is there? Then it will find that race is multiple.
So if you are using index function, what is the use of index function? It is used to find, right? What is the base? of that. It is used to find. So if it is
Yes.
finding done, then only it will know now what is the position of that word, right? So, and here
Yes.
we have the requirement of finding something. We are assuming if race variable is containing /, then the person will be having multiple race values. So that's why if you are telling if index function is finding in the race variable /, then create a new variable race and give the value multiple.
Okay.
Like you remember in the table, have we done table?
Yes, sir.
In the table, do you remember in the code where we are finding, you know, different the statistics were in the same variable, right? And mean and standard deviation kind of. So we have we have used scan to find it, right? Or read it. Scan is used to extract,
Yes,
but
sir.
have we extracted there? No, we haven't extracted, right? The word and mean standard deviation at that place. You know, for giving the sequence order, so if n then order equal to 1. So what we have used can there we have used to read the particular word, right? By mentioning its position. We haven't accepted that word. So if I can show you the code right away, it will be much better. Just allow me for a minute. ESA B20. In table, I haven't. Let me upload it right away. I can show you from here as well. This was the table we have created, right? Rohit, demographics.
Yes, sir.
Here, one of the step was there. Can you see this step? I have shown you with scan, I think. Let me download the code itself. Because the code we are having, that is optimized code. We have one more code with the scan one. This is the latest code. Let me have a look if I'm having on the server.
In demographics code, you are having the scans.
In demographics code,
Yes. So can you please run
Where-
this code to this server?
yeah,
Click on TLS.
table.
This below demographic table.
Oh, this is an old code. Let me upload this as well. See, so mostly while learning, we have learned scan is used to extract the word, right? You can, by mentioning the position of word, you can extract it. You can read and extract it. So, but that at the time of extracting, what the syntax say, you are reading by mentioning the position first. Then you have a choice that whether you want to extract or not. So if you have to extract, what you will do, you will create a new variable. I'm writing here, can and in let's suppose name variable, let's suppose some name is there and I want the surname. So I'll give in this way. If I want to read and extract, so what it will happen here, let's suppose Rohit, a name variable contain name and surname, Rohit Singh. So what to will do? It will select Singh and store in which variable, Rohit?
A variable.
So here you have readed first by mentioning position and extracted and stored in a new variable. But here you are not storing in the new variable. Here you are just using it for reading. If scan in the name variable, second word is having n. If the second word is n, then create a new variable and give the value 1. So you are using it for condition and specifically for reading. You wanted to read the second word. So which are the ways you can read the second word, Rohit? Most probably scan is used to read the words by mentioning position, right? We have used scan. So see how the same scan function is used to extract and store in a new variable or to read in the conditional statement. This is a little different. The same happened there in this code. Is this clear, Rohit?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here we haven't used to get the position of /. Here you have used with the if condition. If you have created a new variable, a equal to index bracket open bracket close race and inside this /. So guys, what would been happen if you have given in this way?
It will
Rohit?
find the position of slash.
It will find the position of slash and then
It store it in a
Is
variable A.
Multiple races are there.
Give the position number only.
it will the very first the index is used to find the position of a word or anything letter you mention. So in the index you have given it can be word or special character, anything you have given special character. Now index will find it, and if you want to store the position of that particular word, letter or special character, you can store in a new variable. So you are finding it and storing the position in a new variable. But if you don't want to find, if you don't want to store the position number in a new variable and you want to do something else, so you can use it for condition. Here you just wanted to find it, and if you find this symbol, then creating a new variable and you wanted the value multiple. So here you have just used for finding, not storing the position of this /. Is everyone is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I think after base SAS, I should have covered this as well. It is simple, but yeah, like it should have been covered. So it will be more easy for you how the same function can be used in different ways. Okay. Okay. Now coming to RF STDTC and RF X STDTC. So here proc short data equal to the very first thing we are creating this RF STDTC. Now to create this variable, let's see the variable RF STDTC. Which data we need to call, guys?
EX data.
EX. And what is the programming logic?
Earliest date of EX date concatenated with the corresponding time part.
It means you have to call the EX date and time variable, right?
Yes, sir.
And you have to concatenate as well. Now you know that these variables are called from EX data set, and it is the earliest date. Earliest means earliest is the start date, right? So what you have done, first you have sorted the EX data set, stored in a new data set, and you have sorted by subject ID, date and time. Why we have sorted by subject ID, date and time?
Because subject ID, exact date and time.
See, you wanted the earliest date, right? So are you sure your data in the date variable and time variable, it will be in sequence? Earliest date will be upside and the data will be in sequence. Let's see.
But why by subject ID, sir?
See,
Okay, got it, sir.
let's suppose I want to find Malti your birth date. So how I can find your birth date without your Aadhaar ID? Because there can be many Malti with the same surname. So subject
sir.
ID is the unique for each of the subject, right? For whom you want the date and time? For subjects only. So without subjects, what we will do with the date and time? That is what the logic says. Everything we are doing, that is for the subjects only. The whole things are revolving around the subjects.
Got
And
it,
once
sir.
we are creating different data set. So this subject ID will be used to merge the data set, right? How the data finally gonna be merged? We are creating raw1, then raw2, raw3, rf1. We cannot merge with the name, sex, or height variable. Finally, we'll be merging with the subject ID only. Okay. And guys, why we have sorted date and time?
Because we want a first date and last date.
Yes.
Right
But-
now we want first date or last date. We are creating RFSCDTC.
First date.
First date. So you don't know for each of the data, for each of the subject, your dates are available in sequence or not. And whenever you want this for each of the subject, you want the start date. So you have to use this logic first dot. Okay, after sorting it, because once you will sort for each of the subject, let's suppose for this, I think you need an example. Sometimes I feel we should have offline class sometimes where I can have a board and explain you.
Sir,
Oh.
I have a doubt over here, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Proc sort, we can sort like by subject ID and exact date. And by timing, if they are going to sort it out, suppose say my visit 1, visit 2, visit 3. Suppose things, sir. Date I can sort according to the earliest to biggest. But how can I sort if suppose my exact one day, the visit one date was at 12 o'clock, but the visit to date was like at morning 10 o'clock. But when it is sorting, it will sort from 10, 11, 12. But how it is possible, like, but that particular date does not match with the time, right, sir? Did you get my point? I'm not understanding.
That's
But-
why you haven't alone given time. You haven't mentioned, you have mentioned the sequence. First by subject ID. So subject ID will be sorted, right? Along with
Yes.
the subject ID, the date should be sorted for each of the subject ID. And along with the date for each of the subject ID, along with the date, the time should be sorted. It is connected. The sorting is happening in a connected way. So that's why there can be many time, right? For each of the subject, there can be 10, 11, 12, how it will understand. So it is connected. First, it will do for subject ID, then date, and then time. You got the point?
I got it, sir. But I'm telling, like, suppose my Subject ID, visit 1, the date was Jan 1st, 2022. Okay. And second date was like Feb 1st, Jan 2023. Third visit, suppose say it is like March 1st, 2024. But these are in
Let's
jumbled
create
data.
an data. Let's create an data. No worries. Okay, we can call data set as l.class. Call data let's suppose I want age wise weight means first. So what will happen if in by I have let's suppose if I'm on only giving age, what will happen?
It will come from 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15.
Don't tell the specific number. It will simply sort the age in ascending order, right?
Ascending order. Yes, sir.
From low to high, right? It can be any number.
Yes, sir.
Now, if I'm multi sorting along with the age weight as well, so what will happen?
I just want to check the outputs there once.
Along with the age, see, first the age variable. Just only have a look on the age variable. Is the age variable got sorted in ascending order? Is
Yes,
this
sir.
is clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Why you are not getting this point now, guys? It's not your mistake because we haven't sorted multiple variables, right? Earlier. That's why you are getting confused. But the concept, if you sort for multiple variables, so that is also same. Now let me show you for weight variable. Now, how many people are with the 11 age, Malti?
2 people, sir.
Okay. So first it is showing the lowest weight or highest weight.
Lowest weight.
And then for 11, the next weight, whatever the weight available, right? For the 11 age, there were 2
Yes.
people.
Yes,
So
sir.
is it following the ascending order?
Yes, sir.
Now see, for 12, how many people are there? Just count it first.
Okay,
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now see, is their weight values are coming in ascending order?
Yes, sir. They are coming in ascending order.
What you got to know from this?
Okay, for particular age group, it is showing from lowest to smallest.
Smallest to
Highest.
highest.
Smallest to highest.
Ascending sequence, right? But by the age group, right? Because age is connected with the weight, right? So both got sorted in ascending. Same
Yes, sir.
way, let's suppose 10 subjects are there. Let's suppose this is subject ID. So along with the, let's suppose 10 are there. And now the date can be up and down for that particular subject ID. But you want to select the earliest. So earliest will be, you can select using first dot, right? It will select the first value. So you can select the earliest date, right? Like the earliest weight value is the lowest weight value.
Yes, sir.
Now let's suppose along with the weight, I want to know by age, by weight category, what we have, height. the variable sequence should be. Okay, I have rerun. Let me rerun it. The sequence is coming a little bit different because in the data it is present in different sequence. Huh? But see, what is the sorting sequence? As per the age, we want the weight values like in ascending order. And as per the weight, we want the height values. Now, as per the weight, now this is not, but this is not a proper sequence. Age, weight, and height. We need a proper, we can take here text. Let's suppose, first of all, I'm writing by sex. So what will happen, guys?
It sort out by sex. So first it will give female, then it gives male.
Okay. Then what will happen? We have mentioned age.
Then in female, from lowest to highest age it will give.
Correct. Correct. And then for male, the lowest to highest age values. Correct. Then for weight,
For weight,
let me run and show you. No worries. Sex. And then age and weight, right?
yes sir.
This is sex variable. You can see first female and male is coming. Then for the female, lowest to highest value. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then for male, lowest to highest value. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then weight. For 12, how many people are there with the 12 age? 2. So are you getting the lowest first and then the next value? Then for 13, how many people are there? 2.
For 13,
Are you getting the lowest first, then the highest first, second? The second highest as per the available weight. Then with 14 age, how many? Again 2 people. Lowest first and then the highest. With 15, again 2. Lowest first and then the highest. With 12, how many people are there? 1, 2, 3. Lowest, then the highest, and then the next highest, right? You got the idea? So this is how it sorts. So by sex, by age, by weight.
sir,
So,
like I have doubt here. Can you please retain the name also? Is it possible?
name. No, but there should be some logic behind it, Malti. Let's suppose we can write it. We can write any. So we want to add a name as well. Along, you want to replace sex or you want to add name?
Add names once.
But
It doesn't come
it,
back.
it
It
doesn't
doesn't.
make sense because mostly the sorting is done first using the ID actually, because that is unique, right? We have discussed the names can be same.
Sir, yes, sir.
So in
Yes.
real time, it will not make any sense. There should be some ID actually in the beginning. Something which is unique, even if person is having same name. You just try it, Malti, because if you'll try to understand here, it will go difficult and difficult because you got some idea now, and now you can practice it. Just try it on different variables. Call other data, cars data, which is having more number of variables, and sort it.
Okay, sir.
Now, we are sorting the subject ID with date and time. We'll have a look as well. Is by subject ID are we getting or not? Where is time, guys? EX SITM. Here it is. Okay. Are we getting in proper order? (101) only one subject ID, one date, and one time. Let's check for the people who are having more, where the ID is repeating. But here we are having same time, so you won't see the difference. Here also same time. Is there anywhere the subject is repeating and time is different? 77. Yeah, here it is. See Maldi. 177 subject ID. 8/23/2019 is the date, and 11/20 is the time. Earliest you can see. And then 11/21 for the same subject is coming after that. The date values are same. The time values, the third one is different. So here also it's following that ascending order. First, the ascending date value, then the ascending time value for that subject.
I got
You
it,
can
sir.
see
Now, for the same
one-
date it is.
Yeah, 192. This is the date, and this is the time. Date is same. If date would be different, it could have given in the order. You could have seen the order of that as well.
Okay. My doubt clarified, sir. Now.
Mhm. Okay, but I don't know why I'm feeling we should have some better example now. Guys, for time, which are the formats available? Which are the formats we have seen?
DDMMYY dot 10
Time,
dot
time,
date 9 dot
time for time.
time, sir. Date 9 dot.
That is for date.
Time, okay.
Hmm.
Time I'll just tell you, sir.
Is 30 August, right? 30. August 24.
Sir, we used to have hour, minute, and second only, no milliseconds, sir. Only that format we used. Other than that, no time format we have used, sir.
In our code, date and time code, just have a look. I have given a link as well, where you can have list of, is I need to upload all the codes properly. See, so guys, in the date and time function, you can see we have used a lot of date functions, but very less time function. But one place we have used, you'll see, I think not in this code, somewhere we have used. Here it is, multi. When we have separated time now, for that we have given the time dot. So for hour, minute and seconds, we can give time dot. And even if you see here, there is a link to get details of all types of date and time format used. Refer this link. Just copy this link and paste in the browser. Maybe I have shown this in the session as well. Can you see list of format and format? A huge list.
Okay, sir. We will check one more time, sir.
For now, here it is. See, multi. The format we have used in the session, time. So if you are using only time dot format, you can get hour, minute, and seconds. This is in format or format time in format. Okay, so we can use time dot. The time dot I have used. What is pending here, guys? Format. Whenever date and time is there, we need to give format. Are we getting the date and time properly? The way we have created? Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
haven't given the seconds, right? Zero 03, 02, 04. But it is taking seconds will be in this way. Okay. Zero 03, 02. Okay. If it have automatically taken, it's taking now 00. It means earlier was correct. So how it was taking? The way it is displaying, that is as per the in format. Okay. Seconds will be displayed in this way. 03. Seconds, how many seconds are there? 60 seconds.
60. 60, sir.
So if I have to represent 30 seconds, how I can write a second 03 only? How can I represent 30 seconds?
Sir, add one more zero, sir. Let us see then.
Let me see this format. Time. This showing 32. But if I'm giving any number, let me see. Still.
So change the data set name.
Data set name. Changing for both, making it easy. Visit date, visit time. Still. Hmm. Okay, the format. The game is about format. If I'll give 10 dot, what will happen? Still the same. If I'll give 8 dot, we need time formats.
Last time we
So-
have given it as 9 dot, sir.
Just allow me for a minute, guys. I think I need to spend some more time, or else our time will be wasted in the session.
Sir, can you please once add 1 0 beside 32 in the first one near the 30 seconds?
Sure, let's do it right away.
Uh,
Showing
after
0 now.
320, sir. 320. 320, sir. Still it is coming.
It's like it is getting fixed to it. No worries, I'll find it. Maybe I'll explain in the tomorrow session or day after tomorrow. Now let's do the task for which we have created this data set. So you can see, Malti, there is a subject ID. We have done 3 visits. Okay. And for each of the day, he have done the visit to the hospital site at different time. So I want the first time he have done the visit. Start date. So how I can get the very first question should be how I can get the start date, which logic you can apply.
We have to proc sort the subject ID. So we will get all the visits from earliest to the latest. Then we can find out the
Here
earliest
actually
date.
only one subject ID is there now. So So even you'll not get the understanding why we are sorting subject ID. Let's suppose our data is also not in sequence. So 3 IDs are for 102, 3 IDs are for 101. Now you can see everything is unstructured, Malti. Your IDs are improper, your dates are improper, your time is like not in sequence. Maybe we can make it
9 o'clock, sir.
05. We can give 9 as well. Everything, let's try to change it. Now I want the start date for each of the subjects, start date and start time. So the very first thing, whenever you want the start date, now you can see your data is unstructured. How you now physically, if I'll tell you might fail. Technically, how will you do? So very first thing you need to sort it. Proc sort data
Data is equal to
new out equal to
Out. new one
by
subject ID
v date and v time by subject ID, date and time. So it will come in order. Now you can see our subject ID in order, right? First all 101 and then 102 is coming. Earlier you can see first 102, 101, it is mixed. So is subject ID sorted? Yes. Now, as for the subject ID, is the date value got sorted? For 101, first 25, then 27, then 30. Is it correct? Guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, for the same subject ID, you can see the time. Is the time also time? I'm seeing different. Showing 11, bigger one first. The way I have given the time, it is like, is it the issue? So it is taking 10, 11 first. It should be in ascending order, right?
Sir, this is my question, sir, because actually for a particular date, if the date, if he has two or three visits, it can show the time sorting. But if he's on a particular date, if he's visiting only one
No,
time,
wait a minute.
our date time.
Wait a minute.
Can I explain, sir? Hello, sir.
Yes, Shubham. Yes, Shubham.
First, we are sorting by subject ID. That's why we are getting 101, 101, 101. After that, we are sorting visit date. That's why we are getting 25 first, then 27, and then 30. And after that, we are sorting visit time. If we give 25 twice, then 6 is.
Then we will see the difference. Correct.
Yes, that's what I'm
So,
telling.
okay, we just need to create a data for that. We need to modify our data accordingly. Yeah.
That's what I was asking.
Same.
Particular data it is there, it is not sorting the date, the time, sir, that if it sorts the time, then my visit, if suppose on day one, if I have visited at 11 o'clock, day two, if I have visited at 10 o'clock, it cannot sort 10 and 11. That is my question, sir, before. Because on day one, I visited at 11 o'clock, right? It cannot give 10 o'clock because of sorting. Did you understand my question, sir?
Yes,
So,
Malti.
Before when you have shown that example, I understood, sir. When there's on the same day, if two visits are there, then it is sorting the time. If
So that
on the
is so that is what we have, seen in the example of age, sex, and height as well, right?
yes, sir,
If
yes, sir.
if it is repeating, then only it can, be for
So
that. Then it will be a group, right? Then for that group, it gonna follow the ascending sequence, right?
yes, sir.
Because you are sorting multiple variables, so it is sorting in a group. So there is a group of 101, and now with the group of 101, it is sorting the date. Okay. Now, if there is a group of date for the same subject, so 25, 25 two times. So now there is a group. Along with that group, we are getting the time, right? Now we are getting 5 first, then 11. So yeah, actually the output was correct only. Just we needed to change our data. So now everyone is clear with this, guys.
Yes,
Sorting
sir.
order.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now everyone is clear, right? Why we are sorting with date, subject ID, and time. Now, what is the purpose we did this, guys? The purpose we did this so that we can get the earliest date, like in this example. Now, let's suppose in the output you can see, if you select the first dot subject ID, you can get the start date, right? What first dot subject ID will do, guys? It will select the unique subject ID, first occurrence of unique subject ID. I can see at the first occurrence of unique subject ID, the start date and time is there. So it will select the first row and it will select the fourth row. So is the first row contain the for the particular subject ID start date and time? Yes, it contain, right? You can see on the first row for 101 subject ID, that is the start date, start time. Same way for subject ID 102, on fourth row, you can see the first time it is coming because it is sorted. 25/8/2024 is the start date. That is the latest date. Not latest, we can say latest date only and the latest time. Is everyone is clear with the first dot logic here, guys?
Yes,
So
sir.
once you wanna understand, still like I feel without this SDM is all about once you practice, and because you didn't had that recording, you haven't practiced much. Once you'll practice, you'll get to know, because once you'll practice, you'll get to know every time you have to repeat the same logic. So for each of the subject ID, you have selected the first occurrence, and the first occurrence contain the start date. And here we have done concatenation with date and time. We have converted the date because we are concatenating. Then we have selected the required variables. Now, why in the keep we have kept subject ID? Why not only RF STDTC and RF X STDTC?
We wanted to know that the subject also, sir.
Why we wanted to know?
We want to represent the first date because we have different subjects, right, sir? So we
Correct.
don't know what is.
Yeah. We wanted to actually see the start date for subject only, right? For whom we wanted the start date? For subject only. If we have the date, we don't have the subject ID, so how will we get to know? This is one reason. What is the other reason? Finally, once you're gonna merge all the data set on the basis of subject ID only, you're gonna merge. You can see finally here you'll be performing merging. You can see you're merging raw 1, raw 2, raw 3, raw 4, raw 9, DH5 by subject ID only. Okay. Now we're gonna create the AND date. For AND date also you're calling EX and then you're concatenating, then you're selected last dot subject ID. Now RF EX ENDTC is completed. Now RF P ENDTC. Let's see this variable. What is RF P ENDTC?
Date and time of end of participation.
Now, what is the difference between RF EX ENDTC, which you have created, and RF P ENDTC?
The former case is the end of the medication. That is the last day he is receiving the medication. But whereas pending is there might be some procedures after the medication, which is the follow-up or some whatever they have prescribed.
Very
that
correct. Very correct. So RF EX ENDTC is the last date and time of study treatment, the treatment we are giving, but this is the date of and of participation. Let's cross verify again, because understanding your variables are very much important. Because finally, with the help of programming, you will get the result, but clinical is all about understanding the variables. RF P ENDTC is a date and time variable of demographic domain when subject ANDed participation or follow-up in trial. It means everything is ANDed, you can see. Even the follow-up is completed. And RF ENDTC. Represents the subject last date to the protocol specified treatment. The last time he have received the drug. Is this clear to everyone? For understanding your variable, how you should understand your variables, guys? How many ways are there you can understand your variables? One.
Annotator CRF we can see to find what is the.
Yeah, the very first way can be you can check the recording if I have explained it. If you are not understanding what I have explained, go to the spec, check the label name. Last date, date and time of last study treatment. You are still not understanding. Okay, from here as well. First recording, then from label name, then Google, and or else before Google you can open our which document, guys?
SRTM.
No. ACRF. There is the form, right? That is a form where data is collected date. Some information might be there. Because you remember in the ACRF, they have given the layman language name, guys.
Yes, sir, you have told in last class.
So from that layman language, you might understand our server is not working. I think I need to clear some files. Too much load is there on the server. So these are the ways, basically. Without wasting time, let's move on. First recording, then the label name in the spec, then ACRF, and then Google. If you follow this 4 ways for sure you gonna understand the variable. Okay, and ensure it you are understanding a variable along with the logic. Because the logic can be common to get the variable. Every time you want the latest date, start date, first dot logic will be implemented and you're gonna sort these variables for sure, lifetime. Okay, and even the logic of the variable will be also the same, but you are learner for first time, so you should ensure the logic for the variable you are understanding. What does the variable gonna contain? That is very clear to you along with the programming logic. Then we can have some changes as per the study. Okay, now the AND date you have collected from here, from one data set, RF, XE and DTC. Now you are creating RF, PE and DTC. So what was the definition we have seen for RF, PE and DTC?
End of participation.
End of
Date.
participation. Yeah.
Date and time of end of participation.
Okay. So now there is no single data set from where you can get to know that where the last time patient, was present in the study. So we're gonna check in each of the data set we have collected or which is mentioned in the spec. Let's go to RFP and DTC variable in the spec because we are going to create from spec. You can see here they are telling latest date and time from PK, this variables, PK1, these variables, DS, this variable, AE, this variable, EG. So these are the variable from this data set you need to call. Because we are ensuring we are checking in each of the data set when the last time this subject was present. Let's suppose your home is having multiple room and multiple floors. You're checking everywhere when the last time this ID was present. Along with their date records. So you are calling many data set and because the date values in different data set are having different name. In VS data set, the name is VS date. In PK data set, the name is PC date. You are renaming all the date variable and giving single name. Why you are giving single name? Because you are storing all the date, okay, into a single date variable so that you can use that logic, first dot and last dot. Because first dot and last dot that can be used on single variable, right? If the data is in different variables, so you have to give first last dot in this case in this many data sets. So you have renamed all the date variables from these data set and given the same name date. So all the date will be renamed as date and there will be a single date variable. Same you are doing for time because you wanted the time as well. Let me run this. Then you are sorting it and you are writing no dup key. What is the use of no dup key, guys?
To
It will remove all
value.
duplicate values.
It will remove duplicate values by from all the data set or from key variable.
From key variable.
From key value, subject
From
ID.
key variable. Because you are calling the data set from different data set. So it can have repeated IDs. So you are ensuring by subject ID and date and by subject ID and time because date you have stored in a new in a data set RF1, all the dates and time you have stored in the RF2. So you are ensuring and removing the duplicate subject ID by date and time. Finally, we are merging by subject ID and you are telling if A and B, if that subject ID is in A and B, both the data set. So this is which type of merging?
Inner merge. Full
Inner
merge.
merge. Inner. If that ID, subject ID is available in A data set as well and B data set as well. So the common ID from the key variable, the key variable is subject ID. Then you are renaming the time variable. You are giving the in format as per the requirement given there. Then finally you are writing this logic. If last dot subject ID, then do one thing. Create a new variable rfpndtc concatenate date and time. Else delete other records. And you know rfpndtc is same as rfpendtc. These two dates are same. Now you have seen rfpendtc. What is rfendtc? Why these two dates are same? What is rfendtc, guys?
Subject reference and date.
So date and time of end of participation and subject reference and date. Is it the same variable we are seeing in the coding window? rfendtc, correct. So these values can be same. The date values can be same. So that's why, as per the spec, what is given in the spec, set to rfpndtc. So you're simply calling the rfpndtc value and keeping the required variables, subject ID and rfpendtc and rfendtc. Still, this AND it is not over.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. If both RFPENDTC and RFENDTC both are same, then why two different variables are there?
Because Malti, do you remember we have discussed the logic for start date as well for some variable that was RFSTDTC and RFXSTDTC. What was the difference? I think this we have discussed in the last session only.
Oh, yes, sir. Okay. We have discussed it, sir.
Yeah, the same way this AND date can be also different, but in some scenario only. But here in our scenario, it is not different. That's why directly they have told to call that variable because the dates are same.
Got it, sir.
Now, guys, for sure you need to spend some time. But I'm trying to make you like the logic for this programming you will easily understand. But I'm trying to make you understand the logic for the variables, like what and why we are storing. Then once you are concatenating, let's suppose if some time value is missing, you are keeping t as a separator between them. The date value, and then you are keeping a separator t and then the time value. So what it will do, if time value will be missing, so it will be keeping period symbol for the time, because whenever numeric value is missing, it will keep t, period symbol maybe, or and this t as well, because for each of the value concatenation will keep t. It doesn't care about that whether time is missing or not. For sure, with all the date values, it's gonna add t and then the time value. If time value is missing, it's gonna keep period. So what you are telling, if length of RFPNDC is less than 10, then RFPNDTC compress this one. Compress will, in the compress syntax, if you are mentioning something at second argument, what it will do, guys?
It will remove from syntax.
It will remove those letter, words, or special character from the variable. In the RFPNDTC, period symbol and t will be removed. And then finally you are telling if RFPNDTC not equal to missing. You don't want missing records if it is totally missing. I think I'm going little in speed because of time. So instead of moving on, we can stop here itself. Practice it, guys. Little bit practice it. Just see the variable, like how your variable was looking earlier. RFENDTC. Then after doing this, see the logic. After doing this, what is the change you are getting? If I have to show you, I have to run some code, I think. Because of lack of time, I went the last 5 minutes little fast, I think. Can you see this period symbol and T? Why this period symbol and T is coming, guys? Come on, quick.
Because there is no date value and time value.
There is no date and time value, but why still this period symbol and T is coming? Because you have done concatenation and you have told, I want T between them. So between them T is coming, but those values are missing. That's why beginning values are missing for that period symbol and values are missing for that period symbol in the mid T. You wanted to remove this. So you have told compress if length is less than 10. Why we have given length less than 10? Because if length is more than 10, if your date value is concatenated, so length is more than 10. Can you see here? Because the date itself is alone, it will take 10 length and then T symbol and then the time. How much will be the total length count is if the date and time is available? Come on, guys, quick, fast.
16.
16.
16.
10 for date, one special character, and then some for time. And if it is missing, for sure it is less than 10, right? It is only 3 maybe, 2 or 3, or 1 maybe. So you're telling, already that if less than 10 length is there for that variable, then it is not having date and time, and you are telling to compress this symbol. And finally, because there can be some missing as well, if there it is. So you're removing that as well. If RF, P and T not equal to missing, you wanted not missing records. It will remove the missing records. Practice it till here. Till this variable is pending. Finally, we are converting. Here it was in character now. We are using, no, here it was in numeric, I think. So finally, using put, you are converting from numeric to character. This is different date, guys. I think I can explain this in the next one. Why we are, because you can see some patient have failed in the screening, right? For those patient, that will be the last date, right? That will be the end date. The patient who failed in the screening itself, for those patient, the records will be collected in the SF dataset, screening failure, and you are calling the date from that, and that date will be their last date. So we are collecting that data as well from the SF dataset. We are converting into character. Then finally, we are merging this, vertically merging this, the data you collected the last date from all the data set, and finally from the SF screening failure. For AND date, for sure you can, AND date of study, you can explore SF, because the patient who failed in the screening, for them that will be the AND date. Right till here and ask me the doubt. For sure you're gonna get the doubt. I'm gonna re-explain you, no worries. This part, the part we went a little faster. But for sure you have to practice. Once you practice, then only you will get an idea step by step. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you'll get tons of doubt, but get the doubt first, and then I'll make you clear. Start it from here itself, what we say, RF SLDC, then you can go to the next variables.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so guys, that's all for today. And yeah, let's end the session here only. Let's meet in the tomorrow session. Till the time, bye bye everyone, and thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Happy weekend, sir.
Happy weekend, everyone.
Bye, sir.